All right, let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to today's live session. I am so excited that you're here as we dive into one of the most important and misunderstood issues women face in midlife: cortisol and belly fat. So, we're going to talk about stress reduction for midlife women. This isn't just about aesthetics. This is about your energy, your mood, your hormones, your sleep, and really your long term health and happiness. So, if you're here or if you're catching the replay, drop a quick hello in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from and why you're here today. Are you dealing with belly fat that just won't budge, feeling constantly stressed, anxious, or wired but tired? Then you are in the right place, my friend. So, here's how this will work. If you have a question during the session, go ahead and type it in the chat. I'll either answer as we go or we'll circle back at the end. And be sure to share your aha moments in the chat too. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs come from one powerful insight. Writing it down or typing it out helps it stick. If you'd rather ask a question privately, feel free to DM me or email me anytime at Dr. Nicole Smith at antigravitywellness.com. I am here to support you. So here's what we are covering today. We're going to talk about why your body stores fat around the belly during stressful seasons of life, the role of cortisol in midlife hormonal imbalances, what actually works and what doesn't to reduce cortisol and flatten your belly, and how to get started without extreme dieting or exhausting workouts. This is not about quick fixes. It's about understanding the root causes and creating sustainable changes that work with your body, not against it. So for those of you that are new here, I am Dr. Nicole Smith. I have a doctorate of nursing practice. I'm family nurse practitioner board certified, orthopedic nurse practitioner board certified, and a certified personal trainer. And I will be getting my menopause certification this year as well. I am the founder of Anti-Gravity Wellness, a functional medicine telehealth practice helping women just like you feel strong, energized, and balanced again. After more than a decade in healthcare and going through my own journey of healing, I saw a massive gap in how women, especially in their late 30s and into their 40s and beyond, are treated when they bring up symptoms like fatigue, stubborn weight gain, mood swings, or sleep issues. You're often told it's just aging or try to eat less and exercise more, but that rarely works in midlife. At Anti-Gravity Wellness, we use a root cause approach to help you optimize your hormones, regain your energy, and feel like yourself again. That's why I'm so passionate about today's topic, because if cortisol isn't addressed, it will sabotage even your best efforts. Stick around to the end. I have 2 awesome free resources just for you. We got a flat belly quick guide with practical tips you can use today and an invite to my free 5-day hormone reset challenge to start balancing your hormones and reducing stress naturally. And yes, if you can't stay the whole time or want to rewatch later, the replay will be available inside this group here and over on YouTube. So let's jump in. Who here is ready to finally understand what cortisol is doing to your belly fat and what to do about it? Drop a hand raise in the chat if this is something you've been struggling with. All right. Before we dive into the science, I want to share a story that might sound a lot like your own. Meet Sarah. Names change to protect my clients. Sarah is 47. She's a mom, a nurse, and a caregiver for her aging parents. She's busy, like never sits down kind of busy. When she came to me, she was eating clean, working out 5 days a week, doing all the right things, but she couldn't lose weight, especially around her belly. She told me, "Nicole, I feel like my body is betraying me. I used to be able to drop 5 pounds with a little meal prep and a couple extra walks. Now nothing is working." Does this sound familiar? Her labs showed elevated cortisol levels, sleep disruption, and signs of early perimenopause. She was pushing through exhaustion, relying on caffeine and skipping meals because she was so busy taking care of everyone else. Like many women, Sarah had no idea that chronic stress was actually causing her to hold on to that fat, especially in her midsection. So instead of telling her to eat less and exercise more, we focused on lowering her cortisol, eating to stabilize blood sugar, and optimizing her sleep. And guess what happened? She lost 9 pounds in 6 weeks without cutting calories or working out harder. She dropped 2 inches off her waist, her energy came back, and she started waking up refreshed for the first time in years. And most importantly, she felt like herself again. Now, I'm sharing Sarah's story because it's not unique. This is what happens when we address what's really going on under the surface. So let's break down what's actually going on when we talk about cortisol because it's not all bad. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. It's released by your adrenal glands in response to physical, emotional, or environmental stress. And in short bursts, it's actually super helpful. It helps regulate your blood sugar, blood pressure, energy levels, and even helps you wake up in the morning. But here's the problem. When cortisol stays chronically elevated, which is super common for women in midlife dealing with work stress, family demands, aging parents, hormone shifts, poor sleep, you name it, your body starts to adapt in a way that's actually hurting you. Your body goes into survival mode and thinks, we're under stress, hold on to fat, especially around the belly where it's safest to store quick energy. Don't prioritize digestion, sleep, or reproduction. We've got a crisis to survive. Crave sugar and salt to keep us going. This is why, even if you're eating healthy and working out, your body might still be holding on to the weight, especially belly fat. It's not about willpower, it's about biology. And if you're also in perimenopause or menopause, the problem is amplified because your estrogen and progesterone, which used to help buffer cortisol, are now declining. So the stress hits harder. So now that we understand what cortisol is, let's talk about how exactly it's contributing to your belly fat. When your cortisol is high, your body starts to break down muscle and store fat, especially around your midsection. And this isn't just random, there's a biological reason for it. Your body wants quick, accessible energy, and belly fat is a great place to store that energy for survival. This made sense thousands of years ago when stress meant running from danger or surviving a famine. But now, stress looks more like email overload, lack of sleep, bills, deadlines, and never ending responsibilities. And the fat storing response still kicks in. Here's what cortisol is doing behind the scenes. It raises blood sugar and tells your body to hold on to fat. It disrupts sleep, which makes your body more stressed and inflamed. It increases cravings, especially for sugar and salt, because your brain wants fast fuel. It suppresses your thyroid and sex hormones, which slow down your metabolism and contributes to mood swings, low libido, and fatigue. It's a vicious cycle. You're stressed, you store more fat, you sleep worse, you crave more, you gain more, you feel worse, and around we go. And again, this isn't because you're lazy, weak, or doing something wrong. It's because your hormones are adapting to the environment you're in. But the good news is we can reverse this, and it doesn't require crash dieting or overexercising. Let's talk about the real life signs of high cortisol, especially midlife women. These are the things I hear over and over from clients, and maybe they'll sound familiar to you too. We have stubborn belly fat, especially that kind that won't budge no matter what you eat or how often you work out. Waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. This is a big red flag for cortisol dysregulation. You may fall asleep fine, but then boom, wide awake in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. Anxiety or feeling wired but tired, like your mind is racing even when your body is exhausted. Cravings for sugar, salt, or caffeine, especially in the afternoon when your energy dips and you're just trying to push through. Afternoon crashes. You might feel decent in the morning, but by 2 or 3 p.m., you hit a wall. Cycle irregularities. Cortisol can throw off your estrogen and progesterone levels, making your periods heavier, lighter, more painful, or totally unpredictable. These symptoms are your body's way of asking for help. It's not broken, it's adapting. And once we recognize these signs and start making small changes to support your stress response, things begin to shift fast. Now, let's get to what actually is triggering your cortisol to stay high all the time. Some of these may surprise you because they're often things we think are healthy or necessary. But when your body is already overwhelmed, they can actually make things worse. Here are the most common cortisol triggers I see in midlife clients. Overexercising, especially intense cardio or back-to-back hit classes. Your body perceives this as stress, especially if it's already tired. More isn't always better, especially in perimenopause. Under eating or skipping meals. Whether it's unintentional from being busy or you're following a diet that's too restrictive, not getting enough nourishment raises cortisol. Your body thinks food is scarce, so it goes into survival mode. Poor sleep. Even just a few nights of disrupted sleep raises cortisol levels, impairs recovery, and makes cravings worse. Mental and emotional stress. This includes caregiving, work deadlines, financial pressure, relationship stress. Your body doesn't distinguish between a tiger chasing you and an overflowing inbox. It's all stress. Too much caffeine or alcohol. Both can disrupt your sleep, spike cortisol, and mess with blood sugar regulation. One cup of coffee can be fine, but living on it all day, that's a different story. Blood sugar imbalances. Big spikes and crashes from processed foods or going too long without eating will activate your stress response. These triggers stack up, and your body eventually hits a tipping point. But the great news is we can remove or reduce many of these triggers, and we don't have to do it all at once. Even one or two small changes can make a massive difference in your energy, sleep, and body composition. Okay, so we talked about what's raising your cortisol. Now let's get into the fun part, what actually helps to lower it. Spoiler alert, it's not about working out harder, eating less, or hustling your way to health. It's about doing the opposite, supporting your body with nourishment, movement, and rest. Here are the real research-backed strategies that work for midlife women. Strength training 2 to 3 times per week. Not boot camp, not HIIT, not hours of cardio, just focused, intentional strength work. This helps reduce cortisol, build lean muscle, and improve insulin sensitivity, aka helps you burn fat without spiking stress. Walking and mobility work. Walking, especially outdoors, is one of the most underrated stress reduction tools. It lowers cortisol, improves mood, and helps regulate your nervous system. Mobility work like stretching, foam rolling, or yoga also brings your body back into balance. Eating enough protein and healthy carbs. Food is not the enemy. When you eat nourishing, blood sugar stabilizing meals, your body feels safe. That alone helps bring cortisol levels down. And yes, carbs are included, especially the right kind. Mind-body practices. We got breath work, journaling, prayer, meditation. These simple habits tell your body, hey, it's safe to relax. You don't need an hour a day. Sometimes 5 minutes is enough to shift your nervous system. Sleep hygiene routines. This includes a consistent bedtime, a dark and cool room, no screens an hour before bed, and winding down with something relaxing. Sleep is when your body repairs. No amount of supplements or hormone replacement can replace it. Magnesium and adaptogens. Things like magnesium glycinate, my favorite, ashwagandha, rhodiola. These can be helpful tools, but only when your foundation is solid. We never want to rely on supplements to fix what lifestyle needs to support first. Here's the truth. You can't supplement your way out of high stress lifestyle, but you can make small daily shifts that lower cortisol and change your body without burning out. Now that you know why your body is storing belly fat and what to do about cortisol, let's tie it all together into a simple game plan. This is the exact framework we use at Anti-Gravity Wellness to help midlife women go from bloated, burned out, and stuck to strong, clear, and confident. Here's your flat belly strategy. Number one, address cortisol first. This is non-negotiable. If you skip this step, everything else will feel like a struggle. That means looking at your stress triggers, slowing down the workouts, prioritizing rest, and giving your body permission to feel safe. Number two, we're going to eat to stabilize blood sugar. No crash diets, no skipping meals. You need protein, fiber, healthy fats, and the right kinds of complex carbs at each meal. Your body burns fat when it feels nourished, not deprived. Number three, we're going to stop overtraining and start strength training. More exercise isn't better. Better exercise is better. We want to lift weights 2 to 3 times a week. Go on a daily walk and skip the hour-long cardio sessions unless they bring you joy and only when you are well rested. Number four, sleep is a non-negotiable. We need to get 7 to 9 hours, consistent bedtimes, and no scrolling in bed, girl. Your body has to rest and repair your hormones and your metabolism. This can only happen with good sleep. Number five, use mindset tools daily. So cortisol isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental. These trigger that cortisol release, just your thoughts alone. But that's good news because journaling, deep breathing, gratitude, prayer, even 5 minutes a day makes a huge difference. And the most important part of all of this, consistency beats perfection. You don't have to do all of this perfectly to see results. Start small, build momentum, and watch your body respond. When you support your body instead of fighting it, the fat will come off. The bloat will disappear. Your cravings go away. And you finally feel like you again. All right, if today's session has you thinking this is exactly what I've been needing, then I've got 2 incredible free resources to help you keep the momentum going. Free gift number 1 is the 5-day hormone reset mini course. This is your next best step if you're ready to start balancing your hormones naturally. It's totally free, and here's what you get: daily video lessons, a simple hormone supportive meal plan, lifestyle tools that reduce cortisol naturally, and my personal stress tracker and symptom log. It's designed to be short, actionable, and totally doable, even if you're super busy. By day 5, you'll already be noticing more energy, better sleep, and fewer cravings. And then free gift number 2 is the Flat Belly Quick Guide. If you're wanting the just tell me what to do version of today's talk, this is for you. Inside the guide, I've included what to eat and when to eat it, how to exercise in a way that supports your hormones, recovery tips to bring down cortisol, and my favorite stress-busting meals and movement strategies. It's basically your go-to cheat sheet for everything we've covered today, and it's yours for free. Just scan the QR codes on the screen or check the description or the chat for the direct links to these freebies. These 2 tools work beautifully together, and they're my gift to you for showing up today and taking your health seriously, because you deserve to feel amazing in your body again without burning out to get there. Before we open it up for questions, I want to leave you with this. If you've been struggling with belly fat, low energy, poor sleep, or just not feeling like yourself anymore, please hear this. It's not your fault. You're not lazy, and you're definitely not alone. Your body is responding to stress, to hormone shifts, to everything that life throws at you. But the beautiful thing is your body also knows how to heal. It just needs the right support. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You just need to start with one aligned step. and then another, and then another. Start with the 5-day hormone reset. Download your Flat Belly Quick Guide. Use the tips from today to start lowering cortisol and giving your body the message that it's safe to let go. Because when your body feels safe, it stops storing fat. When your mind feels clear, your motivation returns. When your hormones are supported, you shine. You're already on the path. You showed up. That's huge. And if you're ready to go deeper, I'm so excited to share that enrollment is opening soon for my brand new 12-week cycle syncing program, designed specifically for women who are still cycling and want to align their nutrition, workouts, and habits with their monthly hormonal rhythms. It's the perfect next step if you're looking to rebalance your body, ditch the guesswork, and feel amazing all month long. More details are coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. So now we're going to open it up. What questions do you have? Anything you're unsure about, anything that resonated deeply, or anything you'd like support with? Drop it in the chat and let's chat. And if you're catching the replay, this offer is open to you as well to drop your questions and I will follow up with you. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, we run a fully functional telemedicine practice for perimenopause and menopausal women here in Washington and Oregon State. So if you are ready for personalized care, you can send me a DM or email me at Dr. Nicole Smith at antigravitywellness.com to get started. I will see you guys next time.